So I needed to make myself a new ingot mould so that I could melt down all of my scrap copper and brass and other bits that I have, and put them into a shape that's much easier to store and to use. So got some old 6mm steel plate that I found in my workshop. Set about hacking it up with the plasma cutter. I've not done this sort of thing for quite a while actually, so it was fun to do this again. Trying this bit freehand, didn't come out quite as square as I wanted. And my air compressor for my plasma cutter's not brilliant, so kept running out of air and getting too low to activate, so might need to get a new air compressor at some point. Lots and lots of grinding here. So with the plasma cutter, obviously you get, like there on the bottom, you get sort of the melt out of the steel from where you cut it. Comes off pretty easily, but you still have to grind away, and also squaring off the edges, cleaning up the edges ready for the welding. The table that I'm working on, I built a few years ago, random bits of angle iron I had around the workshop, and the grids on the top are old drain covers from an old dairy site up in Bedford. Came in really useful. Now, I am not a welder. I've not had any training at welding. I've only really been mucking around for a couple of years, and the welder I've got was free. It's not brilliant, but it does the job. As I was doing this, my welds got better, and when I have to go and grind some of these welds off in a little while, made me realise I could probably try a bit harder, and I think I know what I need to do to make it easier. More grinding. Just wanted to grind the welds off from the bottom, make sure there was no cracks, because that would be bad, having some cracks, pouring molten metal into it and it all just pouring out the bottom. Cleaned off pretty well, and luckily there were none. I cut this bit of the video very short. I was grinding away here for a good hour with little sanding discs and little grinding stones. Very, very difficult to actually get in and grind this off. The sanding discs unfortunately kept breaking, and one of my stones literally came off the end of the little metal rod that it's attached to. Luckily it didn't hit me. Forge is lit. Got some copper windings in the crucible. Gonna get a few more in there and then give this a try, see if it works. Love a bit of slow-mo fire. And this is the fun part. Always a bit nervous when I'm pouring molten metal, which you never know if it's just going to react. or how it's going to react, but this actually went pretty well, so pretty pleased. Okay, so that was pretty successful, even though the welds were a bit messy. I had to grind quite a bit off, but I wasn't really happy. There was lots of little gaps and holes and stuff. I was worried that they would stick in there and come out. The second one was a bit sticky, but I think maybe I should let it cool a little more beforehand. But yeah, that works. And I've got a couple of chunks of copper. Last one, 2.1. First one, nearly 2.7. Pretty good. So there we go, quick buff up on the wire wheel. It's nice and shiny. So that worked out really well. Little ingot mould for my copper and my brass. Cheers for watching.